It is time now for Great Date Books. Are you looking for a great page turner to cool up with, maybe under a blanket as it starts to get a little cooler?
Laura Fazio from RJ Julia Booksellers.
Just thinking ahead.
With some great new options. Hey, Laura, how are you?
I am well. How are you?
Let's
not rush the cold weather.
I know.
Right? It's going to be warm this week, but I just think of reading like with my tea.
Yeah, I mean, it is cozy, that's for sure.
It really is.
And there's great fall books.
That's where I do most of my reading is in bed.
I like that. I'm reading in bed, and then my problem is I fall asleep
I
with
was going to say,
pages,
it could be dangerous to do that too.
Unless the book is so super good. I'm reading The Guncle right now. Guncle.
Okay.
Very
so
good.
We've had that author come, and there's a second one. So that's such a fun read. Fun
yeah,
read.
it's good.
So Jodi Picoult, I had the blessing of being able to help moderate that book conversation when she came last.
Yes.
And she has a new book out. Wow, she writes a lot.
She does write a lot. The thing I love about her is, as you probably remember, is that she does a ton of research.
Yes.
And so,
like Mad Honey, I learned so much about bees.
Exactly. And beekeeping, and yeah, I mean, she's great. So by any other name, we'll actually have you dip into Shakespeare. So there's a lot of controversy or questioning about, did Shakespeare actually write all of the plays and the poems that he did? And so this explores the suggestion that he did not. Because back at that time, women couldn't be playwrights. They couldn't publish their own things. And so they needed to, if they were going to, have someone else put a name on it.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah. So it goes a little bit back and forth of that time frame and Amelia's story, and then current time frame of someone telling the story of Amelia. So it's really well done. I like breeze through this book.
Wow.
Because it's just really interesting.
Jodi Picoult is that rare 1 in a million writer whose books both squeeze your heart and expand your mind. That's a nice review.
That is a nice review.
And it was like if I ever questioned Shakespeare before, I definitely did after this.
Okay.
So Tell Me Everything, Elizabeth Strout. I read everything by her. She is a brilliant writer. Slow and steady, but it really a lot about, this is brings back a lot of her past characters, and they are overlapping in this.
Now, would I need to read the past? No.
You do not.
Okay.
You don't need to read her past things, although I dare you to read any one of her things and not want to read everything by her.
Okay.
She wrote Olive Kittredge, which won the Pulitzer Prize, which became a little mini-series. She is absolutely brilliant and really dives into like human nature.
Okay, and then the next one is I Need You to Read This.
Yeah, so this is a little bit of a thriller, and the twists and turns in this. I didn't see him coming. Like usually I'm like, oh, I won't read like a mystery because I'm like, I think I have it figured out. This had me guessing throughout the entire book, and it's about this girl who her like idol dies, and she's like, oh, but then her job opens up and it's her dream job, and she gets the job.
Oh, wow.
And then she realizes, oh, this is not cracked up to what I think it is.
I love it.
And she gets mixed up in this little mystery. So,
and there's a little blood on a Scrabble tile, so
really, really great. So I am currently reading Mad Woman, which is a psychological thriller. So I haven't read enough of it to tell you exactly what it's about, but I understand that it's not only has that like psychological side and like the little mystery side, but it also makes you laugh a little bit. So it's not like super serious that you're going to be like, I don't like to read anything that I'm going to be afraid in my own house. I can do this one.
Yeah.
Right.
So, but that has like a mini-series with Nicole Kidman down the road written all over it.
Oh, it does.
She always plays the psychological thriller, unless she's playing the perfect couple.
Right. Speaking of, right, so The Perfect Couple, which I am watching this, it's on Netflix, and this is so much fun. Ellen Hildebrand.
Let me, do you suggest reading the book first or watching the series first?
So I always recommend reading the book first because you get so much more of the backstory that they can't always portray.
Put in the thing.
Yeah. Having said that, I did not read this one.
Okay.
I read Ellen Hildebrand, some of her other things. I hadn't read this one.
This is supposed to be amazing.
It's very good. I've watched 3 so far, and we are like hooked.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. So I was going to watch last night, except it was the night of the debate, so I didn't. So maybe I'll start tonight. I was going to put laundry away and watch it. But Renee said she turned it on, and she couldn't turn it off, and she ended up finishing it in one weekend.
A lot of people did that. There's 6 episodes, and you can definitely, because you want to know more. And Ellen does that with her characters. She's a fun writer. So you really get invested in the craziness of it all.
Talk about some of the events, if there's anything we should try to go to coming up.
Oh boy, well, So we've got. I mean, always best to check out our website, but we've got Nancy Pelosi coming up. We have Richard Osman, which like the Thursday Murder Mystery Club. I mean,
that's incredible.
Oh my gosh! So we've got that coming up. We have Al Roker and his daughter coming up in October.
She was adopted. The particular daughter that he's talking about.
Oh, you know,
he's got
I know you were
two
looking
children
into
with
that,
Deborah,
thanks,
and I did all the research because I was supposed to moderate the event.
I know.
But it's the same night as the CBA.
Yes, he's going to be inducted into the Hall of Fame.
I know,
so
which we're so happy for you.
I know,
we're
but I
so
was so
sad,
upset that it was the same night.
Yeah, well, you know, it's okay.
Yeah,
it's all
things
right.
happen.
So lots of events, though. I mean, those are just 3, and you know, we're selling books at David Sedaris, and who's hilarious.
Oh, he's so funny.
Lots of fun things coming up, which off the top of my head.
Yeah, no, that's okay, but encourage people to go on the website because if you don't realize, you bring so many great, amazing talents and authors to come see. So.
Yeah, Dana Shapiro's coming next week, and she's a literary writer, and that conversation is going to be fabulous. So,
wow.
yeah, good
Terrific.
things.
Well, Lori, it's always good to see you.
You too.